Hello, in this video I'll be showing you how to use radio widgets in Flutter. As usual, I'll be starting with an empty template, and this is the demo of the app that we are going to build. So let's jump into the code. So I'm going to add a button bar with the alignment center, and as children I'm going to add a radio widget which will take a value. I'm going to let's set it as 1, and second one is the group value. So as you know that radio buttons normally comes in groups. So whenever the group value will becomes equal to the value of that radio button, it will become selected. All right. So our idea is to make the group value dynamic so that it will select on click. So there is another property called onChanged. So when the value changes on the radio button, that will return a value. So that's a value that we set in the value property of the radio button. So here it will return 1. As you see, the value is 1. Let's run the app. So it is selected. Let's make it to 0 and rerun the app. Now it becomes deselected. Alright, so that's the basic logic you have to implement. Now okay, I'm going to change it back to 1 and the copy whole thing and paste it again. So we'll get 2 radio buttons. I'm going to set the second one as value 2 and group value 2. So both will become selected. Alright. Okay, so both are selected now. Now change back to 0 and I'm going to declare a new variable. I'm going to say selected radio, and I'm going to override the init state method called super init state and set the selected radio to 0. Okay, group value becomes selected radio. Now we will write a function to set the selected radio variable. So I'm going to call it selected radio, set select radio, and pass the integer value and selected radio to val. Remember, value can take any object, the value property. All right. So I'm just setting it for simplicity to an integer. Let's run the app. So you see that now it is selected. Now I'm going to change the selected color, active color. The second one becomes blue now. Now I'm going to quickly add a divider. Okay, now I'm going to add another widget called list tile. This is almost similar to the radio widget, but it gives some additional parameters like the title and the subtitle. So it's the same logic. When the value and group value becomes 1, this will become selected. Thus this has also the same property on changed method, which will return the value. If it is an object, it will return the object. I'm going to set the active color to colors.red, and you can optionally set a secondary object. Here I'm going to set it to outline button with a child say text say hi, and on press of the button I'm going to say hello. Okay, so it is selected because our value and group value are the same. Let's change to 0 and run that. Okay, now it is not selected. So when you click, you can see on the console it is returning the value 1 since the value is 1. Now I am going to set a new property called selected to true and run the app. See what happens. So now you see that the selected radio button label has changed to active color. That's the red. Alright, so we can make it dynamic based on our logic. And so now I'm going to declare a new variable. I'm going to call it selected radio tile, and on init state I'm going to set it to 0, and let's copy that selected radio and make it selected radio tile and make it the value. Okay, and call that method in the onChange method as we did in the radio widget. All right, so I'm duplicating it and I'm going to give second value as 2. So 1 and 2. Run the app. You see that both are selected now because we have set it to selected, and so I'll set it as false, second one. So second one becomes default. So all are working now. I'm going to quickly add a divider. Now I'm going to create a new class user. So we are going to list a list of users in radio groups. So I'm going to quickly write a get a list of users. So it has user ID, first name and last name. Let's import this in the main file and declare a list of users and get the list of users in the init state. So that will be get users, and now I'm going to write a method that will return the list of radio widgets with the users. So let's declare a variable widgets that's going to return a list of widgets and loop through the user array and call widgets.add, and inside that I'm going to create the radio list style dynamically. So it's going to be the same thing but with dynamic parameters. So the value will be user, and group value I'm going to set it as user for now, so that it will become selected. All right, and title will be the first name and subtitle will be the last name, and on changed it's going to return the current user. All right, so that will be the user here, and print I'm going to print the user's first name. All right, okay, now I'm going to set the selector to true so that the label and the radio button will become selected, and let's return the widgets. Copy the function. Okay, let's give some title for now. I'm going to write a container with some padding 20 and a text of users and declare a column, and let's apply our function there. That's going to return a list of widgets. So you see that all are selected now because we set it to true. So when you click on each, you can see in the console that it's printing the first name. Okay, so that is working. Let's make it dynamic. So I'm going to declare a new variable user that's called selected user, and let's set the selected user, and that will take the user variable and selected user equal to user, and set state. Don't forget to call it in the set state, otherwise it will not re-render the UI. Alright, selected user, give the group value of selected user, and if the selected user equal to user, it will become selected. And do the same thing here as well, change the log. Alright, so that is working perfect. You can see it in the console. So all our widgets are okay now. Cool. I'm setting the active color to green, so the label has now changed to green. Okay, so that's all about radio widgets in Flutter. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Share the video with your fellow developers, and thanks for watching. Bye.